Sometimes things have to leave your life for better things to come into your life. What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Oni and you're watching Unfiltered Life Stories with Oni. Really nice to have you here. I share stories about myself, about different people, just real life experiences of things that happen to us on a daily basis. So if this is something you love, relax and let's dive right into today's video. 6 years ago, I moved to Lagos to be with a guy I thought was the one. I lived in Enugu all my life, and now that I was done with service, I decided to move to Lagos for better opportunities. It was also easy for me because my partner lived here, and we decided I was going to move in with him. As the plane took off, I thought about the life I was leaving behind, my friends, my family, and those closest to me. It wasn't an easy decision, but I was willing to do it for better opportunities as long as I was not hurting anyone. Everything felt kind of perfect. I'd landed my dream job as an interior designer, and I also traveled a lot for work. I was no longer an outsider too because I became part of his family. I also found amazing friends here. I felt so lucky in my life and in love, and I was with my Prince Charming creating the beautiful life I wanted. At the time, he was my biggest supporter and we cared for each other. That I knew for sure. However, things didn't stay that way. Around the same time last year, my boyfriend and I sat enjoying a meal together. He looked up at me with guilty eyes and said, "I just don't know if I love you anymore." In that moment, the world we created together came crashing right in front of me. I couldn't move. I just sat still, with the words echoing in my ears all over again, and hot tears already rolling down my cheeks. I decided to book the next flight to go stay with my family for a while because I didn't think I belonged in his house anymore. I felt lost, full of anxiety, not knowing what the future held. I wondered what I should do with my life and where I should start from all over again. Back home, I didn't hear much from the one I thought was the one, and within weeks, he already had a new girlfriend, which I discovered from social media and from other mutual friends. Then, 3 months later, he moved her into the apartment we shared. I was so devastated by this news. However, I wasn't going to let his actions get in the way of everything I had built without him. I thank God for my job and the thought that I had it to focus on. I knew I was being called to step out of my comfort zone into something bigger. I traveled back to Lagos to continue with my job and stayed there with a friend until I got my own space. It was time to take care of myself, become an independent woman, and I was determined to succeed no matter what it takes. I believe loving myself was cooking healthy meals, going to the gym 3 times a week, spending time relaxing, and watching Netflix with my ex by my side. I realized that I had taken on some traits of my partner. I was comfortable with myself, but that didn't provide me the space to grow. Living alone pushed me to realize how much I needed to love myself at a deeper level. I realized I was living an uninspired life, off a schedule that lacked creativity and passion. I took the void from the relationship and filled it with my passions. I walked through my anxiety and started doing things that were too scary for me in the past, like creating my own YouTube channel. I had always wanted a space to inspire young women like me through my own God-given gifts. I took time to also improve friendships and read empowering books. I invested in self-care and I took care of my body inside and out. I focused on my career and did my best to keep my heart open again. I felt empowered by my choice to overcome my challenge, not for anyone, but myself. Now, I have a new confidence that I can do anything I want. I had become my own biggest supporter, and my passions and self-improvement became my new love. But most importantly, I'm grateful for the people who I also met within this period in my life, who stuck by me and fought for me when I had issues fighting for myself. My life feels more authentic, filled with things I never thought I could achieve on my own the past few years. And now, it feels like I had achieved a very big milestone. I look at everything I've built and I know that this change was for the better. I have my own beautiful flat. I have the best of friends. I have landed a promotion at work. I had also started my own YouTube channel and created an online community where I inspire women to live their best life. When someone asks me why I live on my own, I tell them I came here for a man, but here I found myself and I am becoming the best version of myself. Now I can say that I believe in the saying that some things need to live your life to make space for better things. A big part of my healing has been to share my story with others. Situations like this are part of life, and don't need to be kept a secret because it happens to everyone. If change is scary for you now, what you need is to keep pushing. Good things will eventually come around. It's not about how you fall, it's how you land. I came across this story and it really made sense to me because I believe that at some point in our lives, in your life, you must have come across a heartbreak, someone you loved so much. Because according to the lady, she moved into Lagos to be with the person she thought was the one. So she had moved in with a man, they were living together, everything was going well, she got her dream job and everything. And sometime later on in the relationship, the man told her he wasn't in love with her anymore. I'm not really going to blame the man because sometimes we can fall in love and fall out of love for people. And I also think that it was quite honest for him to tell her the truth instead of deceiving her all along. So yeah, it could be all hurting and all, but I just think that when you stop developing or having feelings for people, it's the best to just be honest about it and have a communication with them. And after that, she had moved out and, gone back to her parents' house just to be around people. And then she came back to Lagos to continue her job and just started improving on herself, created her own YouTube channel, becoming a better version of herself. And she was surprised that she was able to accomplish a lot of things that she did not even accomplish while she was with her partner. And I love how she ended it. She said that sometimes things have to leave your life for better things to come into your life. So this is just to tell you that if you've ever been through a heartbreak, it's not the end of the world. Work on yourself, develop on yourself. More beautiful things are going to come into your life. And the moment you're alone is also a time where you begin to discover yourself a little more. You begin to spend more time with yourself and know the things that you really love about yourself. You even have time to think about things you could do, things you could achieve. It's also a beautiful time for you to make a lot of exploits. So guys, what do you think about the story? Has it happened to you before? What did you do? How did you get through your own heartbreak? I would love for you to share it so that I will also really and know how it's been for you guys. Always know that you could share your stories with me on my telonym link right in the description box. So click on the link, share whatever story you want us to talk about on this channel. I'll be here and excited to share your story with everyone. And another thing is that sometimes you might be feeling really bad about sharing your story, but you never know who is waiting for your story before they make their move. So somebody might actually hear your story and it transformed their life. For instance, someone might want to do something terrible or crazy, and because they heard your story, it just changes the perspective and the actions they were supposed to take. Or someone is supposed to do something like this but doesn't know how to go about it until they come across your story. So never be shy or scared of sharing your stories. If you want me to include your name in the story, I'll be glad to do that. But if you don't want your name to be written out or you don't even want me to know who you are, then you can just share your story anonymously. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Also subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications so you're always aware whenever I upload a new video. Thank you all so much for watching this video. See you all in my next video. Bye.